Hi, I just wanted to go over, maybe see if you can find some connection between some numbers here. When I look at this problem, 25 groups of 2/5, it's really saying that I need to do repeated addition. I have to write down 2/5 20 times, 25 times, and then see what my answer is. But using commutative property, I can actually flip-flop these numbers and have the same result. So if I do 2/5 of 25, I can figure out the same thing. So I'm going to let this bar represent 25 wholes, and then I want 2/5 of it. So I'm going to cut this bar into 5 equal sized pieces, and then I have to ask myself, well, if this is 25, what is each one of these equal pieces doing? So So I really want to think about what process, what operation am I using to figure out what each piece is worth. So I'm really using division. If I divide 25 by 5, I know that each piece is worth 5. And then in this problem, it's telling me that I want 2 of those fifths. So if each one of these is a fifth and I have 5/5, right? 5 of those make the whole, which is equal to 25. Then I know that 2 of those fifths are going to be equal to 10. So this answer will be 10. Let's look at another one. This same thing, it's saying 24 groups of 3/4. So really I need to write 3/4, 3/4, 3/4, 24 times. Well, that is just a lot of work. So it's easier if I use commutative property and I flip-flop these and I say 3/4 groups of 24. So again, I let this bar represent the whole number 24, and I want to separate that whole 24 into 4 equal sized pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now I'm thinking in my head, I have 24 whole pieces, 24 wholes, and I'm just cutting it into 4 equal sized pieces. So what is, hello, what is each of these pieces worth? Each one of these pieces is a fourth, but how much is it worth if my whole is 24? So I'm really dividing 24 by 4. So I know that each piece here, each section is worth 6. And in this problem, it says I want 3 of those fourths. So if I want 3 of those fourths, what is that going to be worth? 6 times 3 is 18. All right, let's look at another one. 2/3 of 36. So again, this whole bar is going to represent 36. I want 2/3 of it, so I have to cut it into thirds, and then I want 2 of them. If these are each thirds and the whole thing's worth 36, what is each section worth? Well, I know that 36 divided by 3 is going to be 12. So if each section is worth 12 and I want 2/3 of them, I know that 2/3 of 36 is going to be 12 and 12 more, so 24. All right, my last one. I have 35 groups of 3/5. Again, that looks like repeated addition, so I have to write 3/5 35 times, or I can use commutative property and flip-flop these and say I want 3/5 of 35. So essentially I'm taking my whole 35, I'm going to divide it into 5 equal sections the best I can, and I want to find out what each section of those are worth. If this is 35, this whole thing is 35, and I have it divided into 5 equal sections, then each one of these fifths is going to be worth 7, right? And I have 7 times 7, 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 is 35, if I said that 5 times. So I know that if I want 3 of those, I could do repeated addition. 7 plus 7 plus 7 is 21, or I could do 7 3 times, and that's 21 also. So 35 groups of 3/5 is going to be 21 wholes. Okay, that is about it. I hope that makes sense. And if you have any questions, please make sure you email your teacher.